I am Asha Klavora, director of the Walk of Peace Foundation. So, idea Walk of Peace originally was founded as Weg des Friedens and Sentiero di Pace because it was founded in mid-70s in the territory of Quechach Mountain. The idea of path was born in the head of Walter and Gabi Schaumann, Austrian couple. They were enthusiasts on the topic of the First World War, and they had, and this NGO still existed, NGO Dolomitenfreund, is in Quechach Mountain, so in Carinthia in Austria. And they already said in mid-70s that path, which once divided us, can or should put us now together. And name of this idea is Weg des Friedens, Sentiero di Pace. They also created already in 870s first cross-border museum in above Quechach Mountain. It is on the territory between Friuli Giulia region and Carinthia in Austria. This idea was really step by step. It's even for me still miracle how this idea was with the same vision and with the same name, but under the different languages titles, like yes, Pot Miru, Sentiero di Pace, Via di Pace, Weg des Friedens, of course, or now we use also international brand Walk of Peace. How was then step by step developed to Stelvio, so to all 4 Italian regions and to west part of Slovenia. Then in 80s, 90s, this idea was locally developed in these 4 Italian regions and in west of Slovenia. I suppose that this idea was spread along this big territory also with support or Alpini, because Alpini were moving in all this territory. This Dolomitenfreund Association also helped in the end of 80s and beginning of 90s to Kobrit Museum, so to establish when local people from Kobrit wanted. Already in 90s and even late 80s and on the beginning of 2000, this local trail was already set up in around, let's say, Redipulia on the Italian part of the Karst region, on Slovenian part of the Karst region, where is this now monument of peace Cirje, in Upper Soča Valley, here in Bovecko-Britolin municipalities, in Brda Koljo territory, where is Sabotin Outdoor Museum, in the territory of Veneto, Trentino, 2008. We already start preparing first cross-border project between FIVG and Slovenia. It was first Interreg project, but already before, between 2005, together with some other Italian associations from Friuli Giulia region, we already had a FARE project. So these were even first projects which put this cross-border territory together, supported by European funds. Very important cross-border project between FIVG and Slovenia was Pot Miru Via di Pace, acronym of this project, and we did it between 2011 and 2015, but first these cross-border steps were done already a little bit before. The lead partner of this Pot Miru Via di Pace standard project, around 1 million budget was of this project, was province of Gorica, but foundation was already in that time coordinator, because already between 2005 and 2010, we as foundation already put Slovenian local Pot Miru Walk of Peace trails together. Before this cross-border project, we in Slovenia already established around 200-300 long Walk of Peace trail from Julian Alps, from Bovec territory down to Karst region on the Slovenian side, and then we did first cross-border project. Challenge was, but this step we did because, as I said before we did first cross-border project, we in Slovenia got some national funds, and I think it's important to support these local initiatives, how to put local initiatives together. That is why we did this 300 kilometers path on the Slovenian side. So, as I said, from Julian Alps, from Bovec territory down to the Slovenian part of the Karst. And that we put together, I think, 7-8 municipalities, museums, Slovenian Academy of Science and Art. And the foundation became coordinator of this idea, because before and NGOs. We also coordinated NGOs because before each municipality and each NGO had their own local path, 5, 10 kilometers, even less, or each municipality or NGO has its own outdoor museum. But yes, as said, between 2005 and 2010, we did this first, let's say, national Pot Miru Walk of Peace in the west part of Slovenia, national project. And then was, of course, very good step that we were also, and then also we were discussing with Italians if we do any Interreg projects together, that we were already the one who coordinate this idea. That is why when we start with first cross-border steps, we were aware that in Slovenia, Walk of Peace Foundation is responsible. In Italy, it is province of Gorizia responsible for this topic. So, and of course, we as foundation were responsible that we communicate, discuss this issue, common challenges, common goals with Slovenian part, province of Gorica with FIVG part. And that time there were provinces, not just region. And beside province of Gorica, who was lead partner and coordinator in FIVG site, were very much included in this project. Also province of Trieste and also province of Udine, beside also other institutions in FIVG. The biggest challenge is, yes, is to find coordinator who will coordinate these different initiatives, because that topic needs multi-sectoral way of cooperation, so municipalities, NGOs, tourism, research, museums, individuals who are interested in this topic, multi-sectoral cooperation and bottom-up and top-down, because some of these institutions are national level or some are regional or local, and there are many interests among NGOs, and somebody has to coordinate these different activities on the topic of research, promotion, protection, heritage, and education, and so on. Walk of Peace Foundation is coordinating Slovenian part of the Walk of Peace, and we are also because on the Walk of Peace Foundation, 8 people are employed, and more or less we work every day. We think about the topic every day. On FIVG site is Promo Turismo coordinator of FIVG site, and we coordinate together Walk of Peace from the Alps to Adriatic. But founder of logo, of name is Walk of Peace Foundation. So as said, we are also thinking about this topic daily, because this is the only job, and other partners help us and are very much more and more involved in this idea, how to deal, how to work on together, how we work with Italian region. So as said, between 2010 and 2015, we developed and also then implemented first cross-border project, Interreg cross-border project between FIVG partners and west of Slovenia. And at that time, province of Gorica was the leader. At that time, Promo Turismo was not yet included. And this project was very successful. The acronym was Pot Miru Via di Pace. And we also reached important results, so time of anniversary, or at least beginning of commemoration of anniversary of the First World War. Also because of these cross-border events, activities and projects, also yes, two presidents met in also very symbolic places for both our nations. First Walk of Peace from the Alps to Adriatic Trail in March 2015. We decided to open it on the common square between Nova Gorica and Gorizia. So already at that time, these important steps also for the European Capital of Culture then happened, because we were already the project who was an example that two nations can work together if we have common challenge, common vision, common idea, common topic, of course, and if we work in respectful way. And I can say that First World War history and heritage, we don't have bad experience to working cross-border on that topic. This is very important. Historians more or less agreed on historical fact, and this is also very important challenge. And already in 2017, discussion also on both national levels, in Italy and Slovenia, what will be the strategic topic for the next European Interreg financial period and for the next Interreg programming between these two countries. We also prepared a plan of future development of this idea. That is why in 2017, as said, it is also time of anniversary. A lot of promotion and attention to that topic was in the time. That is why also Rome and Ljubljana decided, based on program of the Walk of Peace cross-border trail and Walk of Peace idea, what to do in the future. So that this topic, so First World War heritage and Walk of Peace, will be one of the 10 strategic topics between Italy and Slovenia. We will get financial support for new strategic project, and this new strategic project was then Walk of Peace already. With the acronym of the Walk of Peace, and it was more than 3 million big project. At that time, we agreed that now Slovenia will be lead partner, because in previous Podmirovija di Pace was FIVG, so Italian province of Gorizia. And also in that time, provinces were not existed anymore. That is why in FIVG was agreed that partner will be Promo Turismo, but also ERPAC. So this is a regional institution responsible for museums, galleries, more cultural institutions, and also some municipalities. This project, strategic project, 3 million euro big, was confirmed in 2018. This strategic project lasted from 2018 till 2022. It was 3 million euro. We did some activities also outside this cross-border FIVG Slovenia territory, because also province of Venezia had to be included. That is why already in that time we started to think also how to include other part of Isonzo front territory, but already before, because we were aware of this idea of Walter Schaumann, that Walk of Peace, Weg des Friedens, Sentiero di Pace, Podmirovija di Pace, is an idea that paths which were once divided us can put us together. And these paths which he had in his mind were all paths of the big front line between Italy, Kingdom of Italy and Austro-Hungarian monarchy, all this southeast First World War front, not just, of course, Isonzo front. That is why we in Foundation were already thinking 15, 20 years ago that this idea will be as a trail or as an idea of working between us will be slowly spread toward, let's say, Stelvio, because we also knew that also in Veneto, Trentino are these local paths and institutions who are dealing with the same vision, let's say, what we have, just that they work in their own local territory.